Hello, this is Ludwig reporting live from the COVID cast, and we are going to talk about the copyright DMCA thing. Now, I would normally put this on the main channel, but the problem with that is that I uploaded a video on the main channel about copyright and about how streamers are watching copyrighted stuff, and it was getting out of hand, and maybe people should cool a little bit, and these are some steps you could take to maybe avoid any attention from companies. And the result of that was getting called a narc for uploading the video. And look at this. This is Toast live right now. Again, I would like to preface this by saying I love Toast. I mean, I have a great relationship with Toast. We did a stream yesterday, but everyone is blaming me for that video I posted on the main channel, saying I brought attention to it, and the Fox execs and Viacom execs all sit down and watch Ludwig Ogren, which is great that people are saying that, because at least they can't also say all of my viewers are kids. You can't have both. All right, you have to pick. Which fighter are you? But all of Ludwig's viewers are kids, or Ludwig has a bunch of adult men watch him in boardrooms who make all the decisions. I'm down for either universe. Just let me know which one you're picking. Anyway, it was a pretty mild video with pretty mild takes. But now, because action has been taken, two things happened. One, Pokimane got banned live while watching Avatar. She didn't even have the VODs enabled, so this was some live detection. It was either manually done by somebody at Viacom, or maybe a certain episode of Avatar she watched triggered some system that they have, and then she got taken down. I'm probably leaning towards the manual detection, because Mizkif also watching Naruto at the same, or Avatar at the same time, didn't get banned. So I assume, I don't know. I don't really know what it is. And so that's what happened. 1, 2, today Hassan got a copyright takedown notice from MasterChef, which was like the big show everybody was watching. He tweeted out that he got the takedown notice. The result of it, by the way, Hassan didn't get punished at all. He just got a notice, and Pokey got banned for 2 days, which honestly sounds like a weekend off and then probably coming back to more viewers. Not all that bad, but I would like to make some points. Overall, I wrote down some things about copyright. I originally wanted to make an online lore video with like the post narration and MT's editing about copyright, kind of like a Tom Scott style, and about hypothetical scenarios of Twitch's future based off of copyright. But now I don't really want to do it, because I feel like if I do that, people are going to be like, Ludwig, you caused this future. Rather than being like, oh, Ludwig, you predicted this future, which, I don't want to be the one who's blamed for it all. And it seems like that's the only path things are going down. I went to live tweet fail, and it's all just tweets about it. And it seems like I am, for some reason, one of the larger antagonists against the overall, React thing. Which I would add, for one, I react to shit that I'm not allowed to all the time, like TikToks. It's just as illegal. They just have less power than a large company. And 2, I said I would react if I could on YouTube, and also if I wasn't so bad at it. I said all these things, whatever, moving on. Here's the facts. We want to live in a world without copyright claims. We want to, like, as a viewer and as a streamer. Streamers, because 1, it's really easy content, like incredibly easy. You have a fully produced TV show that you get to sit and add value to, but it's already has an insane base value and get paid? That's crazy. That's crazy that you can run ad breaks and get subs while watching someone else's stuff. That's amazing. And 2, viewers also would like that, because that's probably better content than the alternative, which is like playing League of Legends or Valorant or Resident Sleeper TFT, whatever the hell popular game there is. It's probably more entertaining watching Gordon Ramsay yell at a new chef. That's just my take on it. So, people enjoy a copyright-free world. If all copyright was enforced, there'd be a problem. If all copyright was enforced, then things like reacting would be illegal, obviously. But moreover, gaming would be. Because gaming, there used to be problems, okay? Chugga Conroy will be the first one to tell you that he got in trouble for playing games because you do not have the permission to stream games. You don't have that permission. And they could at any point exercise taking down your stream. And they still do, but it's usually like if you stream it a little too early. You've probably seen a lot of articles about, hey, this guy streamed at, midnight Australian time and got taken down wrongfully. Kind of like that. But also 3, emotes would be removed. Like most creators, if you look at their emotes, it's like Pokemon, SpongeBob, it straight up rips from any huge media company. I mean, shit, none of it for the most part is under free domain or is custom made. Usually it's like a reference or a parody of a different work, and it's also used to promote streams. So things like that might even get taken down. And I think everybody kind of likes to put the line, and this is a Tom Scott quote, right under what they're doing. So like everybody is like, oh, dude, let me tell you, watching Avatar is disgusting. But then watching MasterChef's okay because they don't do copyright claims on YouTube. So why would they do copyright claims on Twitch? Some people are like, oh, MasterChef is so lazy and disgusting. And then they'll watch like a Kurzgesagt video on YouTube or some other TikTok compilation. It feels like the bar will always just be right below what you do. Even the people who think all reacting's bad are still playing games. And they're like, well, that's okay because there's a precedent of that being okay. The main problems, I think, here are the creators. Because the creators, wherever they draw the line is always going to sprout another creator who's willing to push that line up a bit. And recently it's gotten out of hand, and I'm not going to be in the game of naming names now, but people have been watching anime, Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto. Okay. People have been watching shows, MasterChef, Hell's Kitchen. People have been watching movies, and it felt like it was just bubbling up. And the willingness of these creators to do this is because worst case scenario for creators is that they get a ban. That's usually the worst case scenario. You get a few day ban, maybe some content removed. Usually a ban is actually a good thing because you come back to more publicity, more attention. If you look at Mizkif's viewers after his ban, Hassan's, XQC's, everybody's viewers after a ban are generally higher for the next day, week, month even. So it doesn't really matter if they poke at the beast because the punishment isn't that big. I think the bigger problem is the overall space might become worse because it might escalate the speed at which Twitch implements copyright holds in content ID systems. Here's the future I'm predicting. And this was always coming. Just know this was always coming. The content ID system that is currently on YouTube was built in direct reaction to the lawsuits they were getting for uploading copywritten content and not paying the original copyright holders. That is what happened. The CEO literally has a quote saying, we need this product because otherwise we're going to get boomed. And they put like millions, tens and tens of millions of dollars into the content ID system to the point where it's goated now. Like it detected me watching Hassan, watching MasterChef, even though I flipped it horizontally and I pitch upped the entire stream. They detected me on YouTube, which is pretty insane. And content ID is basically a stopgap which avoids the content copyright holders from sending little content creators to court. Like, you should be able to, like Tom Scott has said in the past, upload a video from a wedding that includes a song from the weekend. You're not trying to make money off of it. You're just trying to share a beautiful moment with people in your family, and YouTube is the site to do this. And in reaction, the copyright holders should get the money for that song being used. But it's also abused. The content ID system has paid out billions of dollars. That's a real stat. $2 billion in 2016 is the claim. Probably a much bigger number now because they've grown tremendously. In incorrect copyright claims. Okay? And this is people like, a Mojo Top 10 or perhaps a critique on a movie or maybe even a small song playing in the background of a street corner while you're doing an IRL stream that you've uploaded to YouTube. These are all examples of times where someone has been incorrectly claimed and lost revenue where they shouldn't have. And it's abused a lot. Look no further than the fact that I could upload Taylor Swift's song. I could upload a Taylor Swift song like Blank Space. And in the outro, I could use my song, the outro that I use on almost all my videos. Taylor Swift's team would immediately copyright claim me. But I could also copyright claim the video, sharing the revenue 50-50 with Taylor Swift, even though the majority of the content is Taylor's song. I just put my video as an outro. That's something that can be done to abuse the system. It's not something I'm willing to do because it seems like a lot of work for a little gain, but it's something you can do. And this will eventually go on Twitch. Because the way Twitch works right now, they don't proactively search out any copyrighted material. Because first of all, they don't want content companies to know that they know it's on their website. They don't want the companies to know that, oh, we've been claiming these people, but we forgot these people, so people are stealing our content. What they do, however, is they do mute the VODs. So they're aware. Twitch is aware that copyrighted material is being used, and the way they try to stop it is by muting the VODs. And it's a good temporary Band-Aid. Because the bigger problem is companies do have VOD detection, but they are building live detection. I know several companies that have already claimed for live detection and several that are working on it. Live detection of copyrighted materials will be a huge problem for Twitch. And they have done everything they can to just put Flex Seal over this problem. But the water is pouring out fast. And I think creators are just punching holes into the Band-Aids that Twitch has applied. Now, this is Twitch's problem. This is always going to be Twitch's problem. But the result of their solution is going to affect not only creators, but viewers for years. It'll change the entire landscape of the website. All creators, this is a direct quote from Hassan, won't be punished harshly. Okay? Hassan said, I can move, I can duck, I can dive, I can change. Meaning if MasterChef suddenly goes away, he'll find something else to watch. If that gets taken away, he'll find something else. If it ends up just being him reading from a teleprompter what the news is, that'll still work. He already is a made man. What this will hurt is the entire website experience for viewers, and then also smaller creators who won't have the same tools of growth as other creators did. It would suck if we lived in a world where even watching a TikTok compilation got you banned. So then mid-tier TikTok, or excuse me, not mid-tier, but smaller creators on Twitch can't just do like a you laugh, you lose. Something simple like that. Look, I can't watch shit on YouTube. I can't. And maybe you were watching this thinking, hey, this is your jealousy oozing. And I've tried in the past when I was on Twitch to do these sorts of reacts. I tried to do Sunday morning cartoons where I'd watch a cartoon for a few hours, and I was terrible at it. I would lose viewers because I was so bad at watching it. I would pause awkwardly, tell stories no one cared about because they really just preferred the show. Think like TikTok time, but you actually care about every single thing and minute you're watching. And I'm there annoyingly talking. So I get it. If you want to throw out my entire opinion, that's fine. But I think the future of Twitch has probably escalated a little bit because creators pushing the boundaries. It was always inevitable. So at the end of the day, are you really going to flame someone that hard? Twitch was always going to go this route. It just might happen, I would predict, in 2 years rather than 5. And it will suck when it happens, but you'll always remember this as the golden era of watching and doing whatever the fuck you want. I mean, look, it's not great on YouTube. It's not. I hate that my VOD gets taken down because I played 2 minutes of a song from Naruto while doing a Naruto quiz against Toast in a 1v1 challenge. Most of my content was original. Most of my content was transformative. But I still have the entire VOD unable to be viewed from anywhere in the world. And that sucks. People hate that. Just look at the comments. I'm not liking this car. Not in this car. Going to the YouTube is the worst for VOD frogs. It sucks. And it's not something that I predicted would be a problem because I didn't realize how privileged and how easy I had it. And so maybe your POV is me bitter, throwing rocks because my house got taken down by the big bad wolf. But for me, I'm trying to lift up a sign that says, hey, look what's going on in my fucking house. Better yet, look what's going on in my fucking car. You really want to drive my hunk of junk 2003 Toyota Camry? Or would you like to enjoy your auto drive where you have to do zero work and you can enjoy all the spoils of war? So what can creators do? Hey, Ludwig, I'm a creator. What can I do? The YouTube content ID system should be your map to what you are comfortable watching. Meaning, don't go to another website. If you can go on YouTube and you can find, for example, Code Name Kids Next Door, episode 1. If it's uploaded on a main channel from the content copyright holder, then it's not chill to watch on stream. If it's re-uploaded from a different content creator and it doesn't have any notice of copyright, then they haven't detected it or removed it from YouTube. Maybe it's also just because it was a re-upload and they haven't found it yet, so make sure there's a large swath of it. But do a little due diligence. Maybe delete the VOD if you're just going to straight up rip off and watch this content so that your VODs don't get tracked for visual copyright claims. Now, look, there's a few things that can be done, and even if you take all these steps, this change is still going to happen. So, to all the creators at this point, good luck. I'm not a narc, except for Hassan. He watched season 1, 2, and 3 of MasterChef. Get him! Get him! Sick him! I want him off the goddamn platform!